Hello, friends. Welcome back to Darling Television. I am Rotimi Johnson Ojasope. Sowore has started again. He has gone to full trouble. Some people are troublemakers. Some people are troubleshooters. Which one would you call him? Well, I want to discuss the allegations leveled against Ned Nwoko by Sowore. The allegations borders on child trafficking and abuses of Regina Daniels. In the allegation, Sowore is saying that evidence is now available that Regina got married to Ned Nwoko at the age of 17. That's so bad. There are cases, and according to him, evidences of how he introduced Regina Daniels to drug abuse. And of course, in the allegation, he also brought up cases and evidences that Ned took Regina at the age of 17 outside the country and also falsified documents to show that she is already above 18, as at the time she was just about 17 years. Voters card registration so that she will be, presented as an adult. These are grievous allegations, you will say, but as it is, it has grievous implications. Join me on this brief journey. Let us see what is at stake in these fresh allegations brought up by Omoyele Sowore, the activist and former presidential candidate of AAC party in the 2023 general election. Let's go. The implications of Sowore's child trafficking allegations against Senator Ned Nwoko, if proven true. If these allegations are proven true, they have grievous implications. But if proven true, but if otherwise, Sowore is in trouble. This time is not. This one is not wiki. This one is serious issues that you are raising. When wealth, power, and the law collide over the rights of a minor, what Sowore must first establish is the age at which Ned got married to Regina. If it can be proven that it was before age 18, that's a big wahala for him. Of course, this is a big man in Nigeria. He might not be prosecuted, but the public sentiment against him can wreck his political career. But let's go. Activist Omoyele Sowore alleged that Senator Ned Nwoko married and traveled abroad with Regina Daniels when she was under 18 years. Claims include forgery of documents, use of drugs, and international travel with a minor, which borders on child trafficking. Though not a court marriage, the union and family crisis now under scrutiny. Serious one. Key legal areas triggered by this allegation from Sowore. Child Rights Acts of 2003, Section 21 to 23, ban on marriage under 18. Criminal Code, Section 218 to 221, sexual activity with a minor is defilement. Electoral Act 2022, forging voter card is felony. Number 4, Trafficking in Person, Prohibition, Enforcement Act 2015, movement of minors across borders for exploitation equals child trafficking. These are serious legal implications of what Sowore is raising. Possible criminal consequences: child trafficking, 10 years, life up to life imprisonment; statutory rape, defilement, life imprisonment; forgery, electoral fraud, up to 14 years; drug-related offenses, NDLE prosecution; asset forfeiture. That's if he's prosecuted. Then you talk about international implications. If proven, then Interpol and border control alert on past or future travel, bans from Western countries over child protection and human trafficking laws. Now, as part of the allegation brought up by Sowore is also alleging that deliberately Ned Nwoko did not take Regina to the UK or to the US or any of the Western countries where some of these laws are in enforcement, so that he would not be caught anyhow. Also, there was no legal marriage between them. Of course, Ned Nwoko has admitted publicly, and there are evidences to confirm that that is a polygamist. So there was no legal marriage between them. But is there anything to prove that indeed Ned Nwoko got married to Regina Daniels before the age of 18? That's the bottom line of all the allegations now. This might put the party, APC, under serious scrutiny too, because it will be like a kind of refuge for all criminals. Pressure for Senate Ethics Committee investigation, potential by-election if seat declared vacant, which is not likely, loss of influence, endorsement, and political appointment. This is also going to damage Ned Nwoko's reputation. Now, online, on social media, even till now, Regina Daniels is still far more popular online than Ned Nwoko. Regina Daniels on Facebook alone, he has over 12 million followers, while Ned has 500,000 plus. So if just half of the followers of Regina Daniels will have sympathy for her, then you know that Ned Nwoko is in serious trouble. So serious damage to the reputation of Ned Nwoko, from philanthropist to senator to symbol of moral collapse. Brand and business losses, investors, sponsors, and associates pull back. That's not in Nigeria, maybe international investors. Public sympathy shifts towards Regina Daniels and her family. Now, when talking about the family, if indeed it is true that Ned Nwoko got married to Regina Daniels before the age of 18, then the family, the mother and the father, they really form my hand this time. I've been trying to defend them, but knowing that for whatever reason they consented to a marriage of their daughter before the age of 18, then they are also liable in this issue. This also has social and family impact. Trauma on Regina's family already evident, and of course, it's Ned Nwoko that is taking them through this trauma. Renewed call for child marriage law enforcement, inspiration for victims of elite exploitation to speak out. More people will speak out because of this issue. Then institutional accountability, INEC, NDLEA, NIS, NAPTIP expected to open files, cases against Ned Nwoko if confirmed. This case is going to expose the gap between law and enforcement in Nigeria, demand reform of marriage registration and child protection system. My final thought: if Sowore's allegations are validated, it becomes a landmark conviction on elite child exploitation in Nigeria, signals the end of selective justice where status shields wrongdoer, because this is going to be followed through if they have concrete evidences. When power preys on innocence, silence becomes complicity. Justice must speak, and loudly. Friends, my point about this analysis is that in my last presentation, I made it clear that the end has not been had concerning this issue. And it is evidence from what Sowore is alleging now that indeed there are more abuses in that relationship. It was an abusive relationship, no doubt, but there are more abuses, more than has been revealed. Because if the brother of Regina can claim that Ned Nwoko introduced his sister to drugs and needed her to be high before they can be intimate, then Ned himself is a person of particular concern. He needs to be investigated because there are more abuses. And that is why I'm doing this, because it is beginning to be clear that truly there are more abuses in the life of Ned Nwoko. And this might just be like Epstein's case in the US. This is Nigeria's version of Epstein's case. And we need to get to the bottom of this. Ned Nwoko is being alleged now Let's see what his reaction will be, and let's see further evidences that Omoyele Sowore is going to bring up. This is a case study for Nigerians, not just for the court cases, even for the public sentiment. Let's see how this will turn. He has always been bragging and even pitying those who have one wife. You that you have multiple wives, what have you been doing with them? Introducing them to drugs, child trafficking, molestation, forgery, so many things. This is how we will get to know which way Nigeria on this kind of issue. Until I come back your way, I remain Rotimi Johnson Ojasope. Katia. See ya. Thank you.